So I decided to take a turn in my series where I turn fast food into their iconic packaging. Here's a list of some of the fast foods I have left. McDonald's! Okay, so the wheel chose McDonald's, so I went ahead and grabbed some decals from my Pinterest, along with a few inspo photos. For the McDonald's, we can do the kids' Happy Meal. I think that would be literally perfect. And not only that, it's literally a perfect square, so I think it's gonna come out pretty good. And we're just gonna do a bright red exterior, just like it is for the Happy Meal. And we're gonna make this two-story. I'm not completely sure if I want to make this actually two-story, but I do have an idea. And then towards the top, it kind of folds in on itself. So I'm hoping either A, I use a gable roof. It will pretty much resemble that. Okay, why is it not changing? They're literally the same link.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm already about to crash out and I'm making a cube. I'm not gonna have a sideways Happy Meal box. Not happening. Basic shapes it is. Only made a custom roof once in my life, so I think we're cooked. Okay, look, right now it looks kind of ugly. Okay, just hold on. We're gonna need some basic cubes. This is what's gonna make it look legit. We're going to achieve on making an M. This is not giving. Bro, I'm just trying to make a simple Happy Meal box and it's becoming a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Let me spend at least $40,000 and then we'll see if I like it or not. What is this? Okay, hold on. I think we're on to something. Wait. Let me paint it yellow. Okay, let me finish this because that's low-key looking like really good. I promise if this gets like, if one ear or whatever is smaller than the other, I'm gonna crash out. I promise. I'm telling you right now, if one ear is smaller than the other, bro, I'm gonna literally crash out. Okay.
A few moments later.
Okay, there you go. That's perfect. That looks pretty legit. I just gotta do the smiley face. Let me go ahead and place a floor. Pretty much like how wide I want the smile to be. And over here. So, we're gonna need a basic shape. This is where the crease of the smile is gonna be at. And then it's slightly tilted. Wait, that actually ate.
Beautiful.
Okay, now let's add like the windows and all that cute stuff. McDonald's, it's modern. So I still want to have that modern like feature because we still have to treat it like it's a regular, you know, restaurant. So I'm going to place windows along the left side here and you'll see why here in a second. And now we're gonna need all transform door. Ooh, we're gonna need to make these windows taller then. And I'm gonna copy this door on this side. The windows are completed finally. Before we move on any further, I'm gonna go ahead and make the sidewall, which I'm just gonna add a flat roof and then size this up a little bit. And I'm gonna make the sidewalk out of concrete. Now for the parking lot, I'm just going to use a floor, which I'll just be making out of concrete as well. This McDonald's is also gonna have a drive-thru. And I'm making a little patch so where the garden could be. And then I'm gonna continue to like copy the drive-thru. Now the reason why I am placing this space is because I'm making a playground. Whenever I was like a lot younger, McDonald's used to have this playground and I used to play on it every time my mom took me, and then they decided to destroy it. I was even looking on Pinterest, like playgrounds, and there's no playgrounds anymore. So I'm gonna be making a playground for this McDonald's because I mean, it's made of a Happy Meal. Like I kind of have to. And I want the windows to like be like wrapped around so you can see it. The windows needs to be a slight darker. Yeah, like a dimmish color because I feel like you can just see everything and I don't want to see clearly.
What?
I guess since like McDonald's are more modern now, we can just make this like a modernized roof. And then I'm gonna copy the roof from behind the McDonald's up here so there can be some more plants. We're gonna put some plain marking at the front of the McDonald's for, you know, the handicap. And then I'm also gonna place some more parking spots on the side of the McDonald's, which I normally don't do, but I feel extra today. And then I'm also thinking we can add like a little walkway. I know, I feel like a little walkway moment would look cute. Honestly, let's get this out of here. You know those like weird looking like just lines where you just can't park for like literally no reason? I'm gonna put that. And I'm also gonna put some on this corner as well. Now for the fencing. Over here, I want there to be like a trash bin on this side. So it would look really neat to be more in depth with like my fast food because this is what I want. I want 2 of these garbage cans and then we can place some like more trash bags on the side here. And then on the outside, we can place some more trash cans. I'm really debating if I want to make these windows black still. Okay, back to the parking though. I'm sorry. I'm getting so distracted because I have so many ideas running through my head. And we're gonna make this a blue color and concrete, so you know, shows the logo. Handicap marking with the wheelchair on it, that's what's gonna symbol like on the parking spots. I also don't know what I'm gonna make this concrete. This is perfect. What if we make this white? I think that looks good actually. Watch me change it in 30 seconds, I promise. No, actually, let's make this wood. What am I thinking? Yeah, why don't we make this wood? See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I said after 30 seconds I'm gonna change it, and I literally did. I'm actually so annoyed with myself. And then we can add these like cylinders to pretty much resemble the speed bumps, so no one like goes over and wants to like hit everybody with their vehicle or something. And then I'm gonna take the transform tool and just kind of make it go down a little bit. Honestly, I might make this one like a pickup order instead of a handicap. And then we're also going to need these speed bumps over here at the entrance and exit. All of this brown spots, I'm going to go ahead and put the gardening. So in 3, 2, 1. Boom. The magic of editing. Don't we love her? Okay, so all I've done was the gardening. And especially back here, which is where I'm going to get started at, is because I'm going to add a drive-thru intercom, which all I'm adding is basic shapes. And this time I'm making the intercom slightly different. I'm going to add this like overhang, and then I'm gonna add another basic cube and resize this, and this is pretty much where the screen is gonna be. And then I'll just make this all out of metal, and then we can add our decal, and then we can add some like structural beams to the top here, add some more depth. See how that like made so much of a difference? Lastly, for our drive-thru, we're gonna need a commercial window, and then I guess we can add the same awning that I did. Also, we're gonna need some road markings in case somebody wants to get lost on the way. I really think the exterior is completely done. Should we move on to the slide so we can add like carpet material, especially on the walls? I feel like that'd be pretty cool. From what I remember, it was more like a confetti material. That's pretty accurate actually. Oh, where are the slides at? I've never built a slide in my life. I genuinely don't know how, and I don't know how expensive it's gonna be. Oh, 4,000 per tunnel? I'm sorry. Oh, this is a water slide. Is there not like a regular? You know what? We'll pretend. Okay, y'all are about to literally witness me not understand anything I'm about to do. So we can do like a floor right here, and then to get up to this floor, we'll do like a goofy spiral stairs. And if their kid falls, well, that's on them. So we'll take this little guy. Wait, I can't use it? Wait, why can't I use this? Oh wait, I can't. I'm just stupid. Wait, what if we go up a little bit? This is like a clear one. Maybe I made this too small. No, we're just gonna, we'll stick. Wait, we have something. That's perfect. Oh, right into the stairs. Yeah, that's more convenient. Even though it's inside the stairs. I'll figure this out. Hold on. I'm gonna have to try this actually. I'm excited. Yeah, I think the little fun playground house is done. Let's finally move on to the actual McDonald's. So we're gonna make this half of the restaurant wood planks and this half not wood planks. Like this, like a probably like a tile brick. And I'm gonna layer this once on top of this, and then I want this to be like a brick color, and then we can make the back here tile. You know what, before I worry about what is going on right here that I don't like, I'm gonna go ahead and make the bathroom. Yo, I didn't make this kitchen big enough, so this is gonna be very interesting to watch. It'll be a gender neutral bathroom. Okay, so let's go ahead and place the counters, which I'm gonna be placing these basic counters. Make custom made like digital ordering. So I'm gonna add this wall, then I'm gonna resize this cube and make this the same color as the drive-thru, and then I'm gonna place the screen that I got as a decal onto it. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the bathroom first, and this bathroom is going to be a gender neutral bathroom, so we're just going to add a toilet and a sink along with this mirror, but we're going to resize this. Also going to add, I want to add a changing station for like your babies. I mean, it's a kid or like fast food mainly, so I feel like adding a changing station would be very convenient. Okay, we're definitely going to need some toilet paper, definitely a plunger, soap dispenser, and a automatic paper towel machine. And then for the sink, I feel like we should change this to a granite color. Then we can add a trash bin next to the toilet, and then one next to a changing table. The baby changing table, we can add like some toys, and then we can add a few towels at the bottom here. Or if I was a mom and I had this McDonald's down the street, I'd be going every day. Now moving on to the dining area, you can like use these outdoor tables with these like restaurant chairs. And then we can get this trash can and put it right here in the middle. And then of course we can add some more toasters. The dining room is finished. Let's move on to the registers. So we'll go ahead and get some registers out, and we can like grab a few trays. And since I do have like decals of the McDonald's food, I'm just gonna like size some of the basic cubes up to fit the decals. And I also want to incorporate some pillars as well, so I might place a few between the self-checkout so it doesn't look like they're on top of each other. The registers are completed, so let's work on the kitchen. We're gonna need a commercial counter here in the corner for the drive-thru. And before I put counters in the actual kitchen, I'm just gonna fill up this space. I'm gonna go ahead and do the fridge. We'll use this commercial oven, also some of these fryers, an ingredient counter. Then we can add our drink machine, some cups, some napkins, and a couple food bags. Oh wait, we're also gonna need a sink as well. And then maybe we can have some like boxes or something of food, and then we can go ahead and place some like oil, some jars, a knife rack above the oven, some seasonings down here, and then we're gonna need another register for the drive-thru. The McDonald's is finally complete, so let's take a tour. So here we have the exterior of the Happy Meal McDonald's. As you can see, I added a slide within. I honestly think the exterior came out very nice. Along with the parking, I put more depth into that. And then of course, if you follow the arrows, you can see the garbage cans over here on the right side, and then here is where make your order to the drive-thru. But as you keep going, you can pretty much see a preview of the slide. Then if you enter, this is the entrance of the McDonald's. You can see the digital ordering station, and the dining area, of course the registers, where you can place your order along with like, you know, Happy Meals. If you hop over the counter, you'll be able to see the drive-thru, and then of course what I could fit in the kitchen. And then here's the bathroom, has a changing station and all the necessities you would possibly need. Then if you exit from the dining area to the playground, here we are in the playground. I did add some LEDs to give it more of a ambiance because it's kind of dark in here, but you just crawl up the stairs and then we go down the slide. Oh my god, I'm literally just walking down. Oh my gosh. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Voxel out.